purpose.
And today on the show, I have Dina from Cake Signature. She's going to be taking us through what exactly she does in as far as adding value to the local product and make us enjoy one of the products you'll be telling us that all of us do love. Dina, welcome to Youth of Purpose.
Thank you very much.
Kindly say hello to the viewer.
Hello, viewers. You're most welcome for this program, and I'm more than happy to be part of this program. Please enjoy yourselves.
Dina, tell us about yourself.
I'm Dina
Okay.
Ajilong Epedu. I'm married to Mr. Epedu Emmanuel, and I have training in food science and technology and a master's in public health nutrition. I love using my hands
Wow.
to make money,
Wow.
and I enjoy it very much.
In short, you're hands-on.
Yes, I'm a hands-on person.
That's great.
Yes.
So, Dina, tell us about Cake Signature.
Yes, Cake Signature is a brand name for my products and let's say my company. It was started by me about more than 20 years ago when I was still an undergraduate. But it took time for me to eventually register it as Cake Signature. So Cake Signature is the Cake Signature Culinary School in Fall. It's a school that trains baking and cake decoration and cookery. But we also train value addition in other areas, like the use of locally raw materials and transform them to a much more appealing product that is commonly appreciated, especially by the young people.
Great.
Yes.
So, most of the people that want to do bakery, you'll find that much of the products they are using, and we are talking of wheat, sugar, and much of the product is not so much about adding value. It's basically just getting a product and that's it. So why did you pick interest of all other sectors and you choose to do bakery?
Thank you for that question. I picked interest when I was young because I come from Teso, and in Teso we use the flour, cassava flour, millet flour for cooking day in, day out. That's what we eat with the different sauces, but it's atapa that we eat. So when I was in primary, in Nakasero Primary School, we learned baking from school and we needed to apply. So at home we didn't have wheat flour.
Yes.
And what we had within our reach was cassava flour and millet flour and sweet potato flour. So we would practice our baking using the locally raw materials that we had.
Wow.
And that's what was accessible to us. And we made our cakes. To our understanding, they were nice and delicious. And to us, they were cakes, perfect cakes.
Yeah.
So later on, I went to school, studied food science and technology at Makerere University, and realized I could actually add more value, not to my childhood dream, because my parents might have enjoyed atapa, I might have enjoyed atapa, but my children now want to enjoy it in a different form.
Sure.
So I looked at it and said, why not? Why not really? So that's when we came up with the idea of adding value to our raw materials to produce something that is more appealing even to the young generation. So now we produce not just cakes, but we also produce delicious cookies, buns and bread with our locally available material. We use sweet potato flour, we use millet flour, we use cassava flour, and sometimes some people have brought in pumpkin flour. We are very open, we try all the raw materials that we have. to produce very delicious and nutritious products.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're telling us about sweet potato flour, cassava flour,
Millet flour.
millet flour, then pumpkin.
Yes.
So what criteria do you use to choose this kind of local products to use?
The local?
The local products to use.
What criteria?
Yes.
We look at the nutritional benefits and availability,
Yes.
and then acceptability.
Hmm.
You know, cassava flour, millet flour, sweet potato flour is available
Sure.
and cuts across the whole country. You can easily access. But we have always enjoyed it in the way that our grandparents and great-grandparents taught us. But with the new change, with modernization, our young people need to appreciate it in a form that we so much prefer to present to them.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us about the millet cake.
Yes. The millet cake.
Yes.
The millet cake, some people prefer to call atapa millet cake. But
Atapa millet cake.
yes,
Wow.
the atapa, when I say atapa, is the mingo, the millet
Oh,
mingo.
yes.
But it's not the one we are referring
The
to
kalo.
right now. The kalo.
Yes.
Now, when you say the millet cake, I am imagining you imply this kind of cake.
Exactly.
Yes. So the millet cake, anyone who has not tasted the millet cake must surely taste the millet cake. It's highly nutritious and very nice. For people who love cake,
Yes.
the millet cake is the thing to do. So millet cake, we use millet flour
Yeah.
instead of wheat flour.
Okay.
And it depends on the proportions, depending on the type of cake you want to make or the product you want to make, you change the amount or the proportion of wheat flour and the millet flour that you put.
Yeah.
There are some products we make 100% millet flour, and some products we make a proportion of millet flour such that it maintains the texture of the product.
Okay. Good. Why do you think it's important for us to actually embrace utilizing our local products to make these cakes or any other product that we have? We've seen on a number of occasions the President, His Excellency Museveni, encouraged us to use cassava flour instead of using wheat. And we saw when the Ukraine-Russia, war started, we had issues here because we're not having enough wheat coming in. And that's when he was encouraging us that we can be able to actually utilize cassava flour. Why do you think it's important for us to utilize those local products, but also how dangerous it is for us to keep relying on products that we don't have sufficiently?
Thank you very much. Ivan, our locally raw materials, specifically the flours we are talking about, are very nutritious. And it is possible to actually come up with good products with those raw materials. So why is it important for us to use them? One, like I said, they are highly nutritious. Secondly, maybe you'll give me time to talk more about that nutritious part.
Yeah.
Secondly, it enables us to promote our own locally raw materials.
Yes.
Right now, almost each and every household eats bread or buns,
Sure.
and they are made out of 100% wheat, which is imported into our country. And that money all goes to outside country.
Sure.
How about us promoting our own raw material? Assuming we added just 10%
Oh,
proportion of cassava into the baking wheat flour,
Yes.
for each and every bakery in the country.
Wow.
How much
The
cassava
market
is
for cassava
huge.
very huge.
My grandmother in the village there will
Yes.
also be able to earn money from her cassava. My relatives and the young friends and the youth will be able to add more value to the cassava that has been underlooked, or the millet flour that has been underlooked. It will add more value. And I mean, the big proportion of people will also appreciate and benefit from that.
Okay.
And then it will also provide employment. We talk about modernization. The young people, you may not find them go to the village to start digging,
Sure.
to grow millet.
Yes.
Millet is labor intensive. Most young people will not want to be part of it.
Sure.
But you can bring them into the chain by teaching them to add value to our local material.
Or they might not go back to the villages to dig,
Yes.
but then they can be employed in the value chain.
Yes.
Wow.
We can teach them how to produce products. And then they will buy the flour from the village people, which gives them money.
Yes.
Then the young people transform it to a form that is appreciated and that is more appealing and gives them money.
Oh.
Boosts their financial status. And that's why it's important for us to use our local raw materials
Yes.
to produce products that are more appealing and accepted, not just by the young people, but even by international community.
Why is it that many bakeries haven't appreciated using these local raw materials?
A few have interacted with have fears, which I am here to help them
Yes.
understand and come out of the fear. One of the fears most bakeries have is the product they make by adding or incorporating a proportion of cassava flour or millet flour into wheat flour will not be high quality or will not be appealing. I think that is wrong, because it depends on what proportion of the local material you add in. And you'll still come up with a good product. That's why I am here. I'm more than happy to teach people to make very high quality products using the raw materials as much as you use the imported wheat flour. So that fear should be alleviated. And secondly, some feel when you use particularly cassava flour that it has a bitter taste. The bitterness is because of cyanide. But not all cassava is bitter. We work with some communities that process cassava flour, good cassava flour, and it does not taste bitter. And then the other issue is the quality of the flour. Some people do not like, most bakeries don't like using the locally processed raw materials because they feel it is not of good quality. The color is not good.
Yeah.
The taste is not good. The smell is not good. But all those fears can be alleviated if we work together with the help of other partners out there who are willing to promote our raw materials.
Thank you so much. We go in for a short break. We'll be right back. We're still discussing adding value to our local products or the raw materials that we have right here in Uganda. How can we utilize those to make the products that we do so much love to consume? We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Youth of Purpose, and we are here at Cake Signature, and I'm hosting Dina. She's telling us about how she's using local raw materials to be able to make much of these products that you're seeing right here, from the daddies, the cakes, the cookies, and many more products as we can be able to see here. So tell us, why is your focus so much on the two raw materials, cassava and millet? What is the secret behind these two raw materials?
Okay, thank you for that question. Actually, it's more than just millet and cassava. We also use sweet potato flour.
Wow.
Yes. So why millet? Why cassava? Why sweet potato flour?
Yes.
It's because when I was growing up, it's all we had. And we ate it in one form or two. Either in the form of the millet mingo, the atapa, we call it atapa,
Yes.
or in the form of porridge. The adults also consumed it for alcohol purposes. But it was mostly the atapa and porridge at household level.
Yes.
Why those? Why millet? Why cassava? Why sweet potato? When I was growing up, millet, for example, was considered as a very high quality food. I could say very important food.
Even back in the days, I used to hear that when someone was going on a long journey, they used to pack them properly, the millets, and then they move for long distances with it, and it doesn't get spoiled.
That is actually very true. And research shows it that you can keep millet for even up to 15 years or more without it going bad. And you can still plant after 15 years and it germinates and gives you millet.
Yeah.
So millet, for example, in my community back then, was not even, according to my parents, was not permitted to be sold in the market, millet and granuts. And millet was always eaten in very special occasions, like when a lady has given birth to a newborn.
Wow.
That mother would be given porridge for the first 7 days before she's introduced to any other food. Because millet, even back then, our great-grandparents understood that it was highly nutritious. And then special occasions like marriage and any celebration, it is millet atapa that was prepared. That's what made it a special occasion.
Yeah.
Then on ordinary days, we would eat cassava flour mixed with some millet or sweet potato flour. But millet has always been considered a special food. And currently, when you look back how we used to look at life then, yes, that's how it was consumed and they appreciated them. But when you look at it critically, millet is actually still very highly nutritious food. Now with the research, we should be appreciating millet even the more.
Sure.
But it is not the case in most cases. It's not the case. Most people consume millet, and in most families, millet is eaten by the elderly, not the young people, not the youth, because they look at it like it's outdated. Cassava flour is outdated. Sweet potato flour is outdated. But that's not the case. We can transform millet.
Sure.
We can transform cassava flour. We can transform sweet potato flour to a form that these young people can appreciate. And our bakeries should embrace that, to add value to our raw materials and be able to even give business to our local people. Let them appreciate growing millet. Let them help them to appreciate growing cassava. Help them to appreciate growing sweet potato flour. And that money should benefit even the local person. Let it benefit even my old auntie deep down in the village there. Yes. So I do welcome and invite and encourage all the bakeries. There are so many businesses, mushroom bakeries that have come up.
Yes.
And I would like to encourage them to embrace the use of locally available flour for their baking. And please, every small amount of millet or cassava flour, sweet potato proportion you put in your baking will surely benefit our grandmother or our uncles, our parents behind there who are laboring so much to produce it. And it will give them more encouragement to produce more.
Good. Talk about the taste. Do we still get the same taste for the cakes, the cookies, after using these raw materials?
Well, when you talk about the taste, you mean the millet taste?
Yes.
Depending on the proportion.
Because when we talk about a millet cake, someone is imagining the same way they eat their kalo,
They feel it.
and then you're going to eat it as a cake.
Yes.
They don't get it so fast.
It's very interesting when you add other ingredients to millet flour.
Yes.
The taste is actually different. And I can assure you, some of the products we make, if we have not told you that it has cassava flour, millet flour, you'll never know that it has any of those raw materials.
Wow.
The taste is very superb and unique in its own way.
Yes.
The cassava flour taste is unique in its own way. The sweet potato taste is unique in its own way. So I would like to invite people to taste and enjoy and appreciate the new tastes that our local raw material
Yes.
can actually add to our menu.
So instead of going for flavored cakes to say, give me this flavor, no, I'm tired of this flavor, now I want the other one, you can just say, this time I'm doing a cassava
Millet
cake.
Yes.
This time I'm doing
sweet
cassava.
potato
The
cake.
next time, sweet potato cake.
Yes.
Amazing. Has you're using these locally available raw materials impacted on you differently and made you to stand out from these other bakeries? And how much impact has it had on you?
Thank you very much. Yes, the answer is yes. I've been able to enjoy more of my baking.
Wow.
I love baking. So it has given me more excitement knowing that we can actually make more exciting products out of our locally raw materials. Secondly, it has given me an opportunity to interact with people who I wouldn't have otherwise had an opportunity to interact.
Yes.
I've interacted with communities, with organizations. For example, I wouldn't have had any opportunity to interact with NARO, for example. But my use of the locally raw available materials
Yes.
to make baked products has given me an opportunity to interact with them. They bring some of their samples and are like, look here, there's something new here we have come up with.
Yeah.
Can you do something interesting with it? And that's an interaction that I do appreciate. Being able to interact with different individuals in different capacities and being able to train women with the World Food Program, GULU, a few years back. Those are opportunities I don't take for granted.
Sure.
And it has given me value, and it has also empowered me economically. I've been able to earn more money out of the use of locally available raw materials in my baking.
Let's talk about the markets.
Yes.
How available is the market for these products? And actually, how do you market your products?
Thank you.
Yes.
The market, I must say, is available because we all eat bread, we all eat cakes, we all eat buns, we all eat baked products in different ways. The market is available. It's just that some people have a perception because at times the reaction is not good. When a person walks in here and I tell them that, well, I put in some millet flour in those cookies, and the reaction is always not good, especially the young people. Millet flour? Please don't give me that. Give me the other one.
Wow.
And I mean, it breaks my heart sometimes when the reaction comes out like that. But if I've not told you that I've put millet flour,
You'll not even be able to tell.
cassava flour, especially sweet potato flour, you'll never be able to know that I've put them in. So we have resorted to sell without letting them know.
Yes. Of the
So for
ingredients.
us, yes, cassava flour is cheaper. So with the economy situation currently, once we incorporate in the sweet potato flour, the cassava flour, it cuts a bit of our costs,
Yes.
which is a plus to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for young people who are out there and would love to learn how to make these products and make some money for themselves, but also any other person who would want to learn, how can they be able to learn these things? Can you do training? And how can they be able actually to reach out?
Okay. For people out there, young people, young adults, organizations, groups, we are here. We are called Cake Signature Culinary School, and we do teach baking. We are more than happy to teach you how to make baked products out of sweet potato flour, millet flour, cassava flour, any flour you have out there. We can always teach you how to make use of it or add value to it. We have a school, a registered school, under DIT, and we even provide accommodation for people who come from far. So you can easily reach out to us on 0772 311 969. And we are more than happy to welcome you and to teach you, empower you, and make you a better person who will add value and empower you to add value to not just our raw materials, to benefit not only you, but the whole country at large.
Yes. Thank you so much for speaking to us. And I do believe that this episode has impacted many Ugandans out there. And right now, I do believe many bakeries can be able to appreciate the available local raw materials and can use them in various products that they are making. Honestly, if you look at this, why wouldn't you use this sweet potato flour? This is called orange fresh. Why wouldn't you use this and have those nutrients that are in this flour and be able to have a wonderful cake? Why would I honestly look to have wheat when I can be able to use sweet potato flour, which is readily available? But also, that could give you an opportunity as a young person to be able to make these products and make some money. This is the cassava flour. Just look at the packaging. Honestly, why wouldn't you take a product that is made out of these wonderful local products? The same way we love the cassava, the same way we love the sweet potatoes, why wouldn't you enjoy all this? And just look at this. This is the normal sweet potato flour. So you can have the sweet potato anytime that you want. This is the purple fresh flour. So you can also be able to enjoy all this. And this is what is being used to make these products that you do enjoy. And therefore, I would request that when you go to any bakery, please ask them that you want a cake that is made out of these products, such that they will look for them and appreciate using these materials that will definitely impact on our economy, hence developing Uganda. I thank you so much for watching Youth of Purpose. I do believe we are transforming lives and empowering you to become better Ugandans and impact on Uganda. Thank you so much for watching this show. See you next time.
Youth of Purpose.